All right, guys, I'm at my buddy Austin's house. One of my good friends helps me work on my car. Well, he builds my car, basically. I help him. He teaches me. Very knowledgeable, awesome mechanic. He does it as a career. He's an Amtrak mechanic. Went to school for it. This is his C6Z. Heads, cam, intake, full bolt-on car. Made 650, 550 on 93, 665 on MS109. It's a beautiful car. Check it out. Nick Williams 102 throttle body, MSD intake. He's got American Racing headers, 1 7/8, I believe, American Racing headers. He's got Corsa exhaust. Thing sounds ridiculous. I'd like to get Corsa, but I live in a townhouse community, so I'm going to wait until we move to our new house. Once we get our new house, I'll put Corsa on my car because it sounds awesome. Nothing sounds as good as Corsa. But this is his shop. It's awesome. There's heat. We don't have it on right now because we're not doing any work today. I'm just in here. I'm going to give you a rundown. We're putting a cam in my car, and I just got all of the parts. Well, not everything, most of the parts. Brought them over here, laid everything out. We're going to start next Friday. But yeah, shop's beautiful. So I got everything laid out over here. These things right here, this is just, I have an 07, so it has an oil cooler. My oil temps don't get very hot. Even in the summer, 170, 180, once I'm running the car. In the wintertime, it's hard to even get up to 150. So I got these covers. I'm gonna put these covers on my oil cooler. Hopefully get the temps up a little bit, but not too much. We're gonna have to, little trial and error. I don't know if I have to use both of them. One of them cover the whole cooler, covering a part of it. I'm not sure. Just a little trial and error will get the oil temps where I want them. Header gaskets, obviously, for when we do the build. I'm going with K-Tec 40 thousandths head gaskets. Stock head gaskets, I think, are 51 thousandths. So a little thinner. We're trying to bump compression up just a little bit, and these are better for quench and everything. Just little odds and ends. We need water pump gasket. I still need to get another one. Got a new belt, new gaskets for my MSD intake. I went with Hinson transmission and motor mounts. While we're already doing all this work, I'm going to replace the stock ones. Sometimes people have issues with the stock ones, so I just went and got these. These are supposed to be really good. My buddy runs them in his car. No issues. So I got those. I also purchased K-Tec valve covers. I went with gloss black. K-Tec still powder coating them. I got my buddy a set. Since he's helped me with my car, I got him a set for his car. So we're waiting on them to come in, but these are the Coil relocation brackets. I got these spark plug wires from K-Tec. I just purchased these. They were a little expensive getting them from K-Tec, but they're all black. Everything under my hood's like, I'm blacking everything out, which I really like. So I just said, whatever. These are all black plug wires. Bought them off K-Tec. Got the K-Tec C5R timing chain, ARP cam bolts, ARP harmonic balancer bolt, K-Tec blue oil pump, Johnson lifters. These are the K-Tec spec. So if you bought these lifters right off of Johnson, they're not exactly the same. K-Tec has some type of, they're like ground differently for oiling purposes. I don't know. I talked to the guy at K-Tec in depth about it. Like I said, I'm not extremely mechanically inclined. I don't know too much about all of this stuff, but after speaking to him, he made it clear that these are the ones to get. So I got those. Got the ATI super dampener harmonic balancer. I'm also ordering their pin kit. ATI's pin kit, for whatever reason, it pins vertically into the crank, where most pin kits, you'll put a dowel will go in the harmonic balancer and into the crank from the front. You take a drill bit, drill in, and then a dowel goes in to pin it, stop the harmonic balancer from spinning. ATI, for whatever reason, they do theirs vertically from the top. So I'm going to get their kit. I got their balancer. For whatever reason, they do it the way they do it. I'm just going to trust them. That's what we're going to go with. I got my cam. So I went with Josh's S3.7 cam from Horsepower Addicts. He's my tuner. I've seen his cam make like 613 before, 530, 540 torque on one car in one of his videos. It was a stock throttle body car, and it had his stage 2 heads, which I'm not positive the specs on those, how milled they are, porting. I don't know who did the head work, but I have an advanced induction heads from Race Proven Motorsports. From Race Proven Motorsports, they're milled 30 thousandths. That's how they, spec them from advanced inductions when they send the heads to them to get reworked. They do new valves. I think it's just new intake valves and dual springs, but I'm replacing all that. While we have the car apart, I'm putting new springs on it, new retainers, all that stuff, and I'm going to mill the heads another 5 thousandths, giving them to a machine shop to do all the work. But yeah, so I'm going to have my heads milled 35 thousandths plus the head gaskets being 40 thousandths. From my math, which is rough math, don't go by it, I think that we're looking at like 11.8, 11.9 to 1 compression when we're all said and done. So I believe that my car is going to make the most power that Josh has ever made with this cam before. Naturally aspirated, obviously. He's done plenty of blower cars with it. But naturally aspirated C6Z, I think that my car is going to make the most power that he's made. Just because of the head work. Like, advanced induction has amazing flow numbers. If you are familiar with Race Proven Motorsports, you see what their package puts out. This cam is nowhere near as big as Race Proven Motorsports. 635 lift. I think it's like 235, 250 duration with a 113 LSA. Yeah, 235, 250, 635 lift, 113 lobe separation. So I'm excited. With the, some people say that the C6Zs have valve train issues, dropping valves and stuff like that. I mean, you can see it online. If you do enough research, you'll see that it's happened to more than a few people. So I tend to believe it. Some people say that, it's a myth. It's nothing to worry about. I do worry about it. I went with this cam because the lift's not too high. I wanted to take it a little bit easier on the valve train. I didn't want to run something huge. My buddy's cam is huge. You can tell when he starts this thing, it's a monster. I just want my car to be a good driver. I do like to drive my car a lot. Like I said about the whole townhouse thing, I'm going to keep my stock cat back on because it has the mild to wild. I can quiet it down just when I start it in the morning and stuff. It'll shake all the townhouses next to it. So try to be somewhat respectful. But yeah, I'm excited. Looking forward to starting this build. I think we're going to start next week. Get the car up in the air, get the heads off, and get the heads in the machine shop. Start putting some stuff together. That's that. Little tour of my buddy's shop. It's extremely nice. This will be like the first big build we do in here. He did his heads cam build in his garage connected to his house. His little 2-car garage over there. And did my car over there. Just full bolt on. We kept the stock cam in there. I should have done all this in the beginning, but it's a lot of money. Like, you don't think about it. All these parts, everything adds up. I thought, okay, I have everything. I'm just going to throw a cam in it now this winter, and yeah, this stuff added up like crazy. But yeah, that's where we're at. Next week we're starting. I'm pumped. Thanks for watching.